The promise she made to the universe. There was a woman who believed that the universe listened to every whispered wish made under a quiet night sky. For years, she asked for many things: success, purpose, peace, but one desire remained unanswered. Love, not ordinary love, not comfortable love. She wanted the kind of love that would consume her, transform her, challenge her, and make her feel alive. One evening, sitting alone beneath a window silvered by moonlight, she closed her eyes and spoke aloud as if the stars themselves were witnesses. "Give me love," she whispered. "Give me someone who belongs to my soul. I will not run from difficulties. I will not complain. Whatever comes with that love, I will take responsibility for it. I am ready." The universe, perhaps amused by human certainty, remained silent. A few weeks later, she met a man. It was unexpected, impulsive, and intense. They shared a single night together, a night of laughter, endless conversation, attraction, and a strange familiarity that felt older than memory itself. She never imagined she would see him again. That life has its own sense of humor. One meeting became another. Arguments turned into long discussions. Distance became longing. Months later, the man who was supposed to be a fleeting chapter became her husband. She smiled proudly on her wedding day. "I asked for this," she thought. "I can handle him." She believed she understood people. She was organized, serious, responsible. She planned ahead, weighed consequences, and believed problems could always be solved with enough effort. He was the opposite. He laughed at schedules. He forgot important dates. He trusted that things would somehow work out. He carried storms inside him and hid them behind jokes. She thought she married a man she knew. In truth, she married a stranger she would have to discover piece by piece. The first year of marriage was fire. They loved fiercely. They argued fiercely. They admired one another and exhausted one another. She challenged him to become more disciplined. He challenged her to loosen her grip on perfection. She taught him commitment. He taught her spontaneity. Sometimes they spent nights talking until dawn. Sometimes they slept back to back after harsh words neither was willing to take back. It was passion. It was battle. It was growth disguised as conflict. The second year was harder. The excitement faded, leaving behind habits, expectations, and disappointments. She wanted plans. He wanted freedom. She analyzed every issue. He preferred to avoid difficult conversations. She worried about tomorrow. He believed tomorrow would worry about itself. Small disagreements grew into recurring wars. Dirty dishes, money, family visits, forgotten promises, different ways of showing love. She began wondering whether she had made a mistake. He wondered why nothing he did seemed good enough. They still loved each other, but love alone felt insufficient. The third year nearly ended everything. There were words spoken in anger, suitcases packed, silences lasting days, conversations about separation. People around them quietly prepared themselves for the news they believed was inevitable. One evening, exhausted from crying, she remembered the promise she had made years ago. "Whatever comes with that love, I will take responsibility for it." Back then, she imagined difficulties would be romantic distance, misunderstandings, dramatic reconciliations. She had never imagined they would look like disappointment, compromise, humility, and learning to love someone exactly as they were. And then, just as they stood at the edge of ending their story, she discovered she was pregnant. Everything changed. Not overnight. Not magically. They still argued. He still forgot things. She still worried too much. But something softened. He attended appointments and held her hand. She saw fear in his eyes for the first time. the fear of becoming responsible for another human being. He started trying harder. She started expecting less perfection. They laughed more, apologized sooner, listened longer. One night, while watching their unborn child's heartbeat flicker on a screen, she looked at her husband. He wasn't the man she had imagined when she begged the universe for love. He wasn't easier. He wasn't simpler. He wasn't someone she could control. He was someone she had to meet again and again, through every season of life. And perhaps that was the universe's answer all along. It had granted her wish exactly as she requested. Not a love without difficulties, but a love that would teach her that responsibility was not carrying another person on her shoulders. It was choosing every day to keep discovering the stranger who slowly becomes your home.